Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. In 1952, a show about animals came on called Zoo Parade with host Marlin Perkins. It was sponsored by an insurance company that later went on to sponsor Perkins' project in 1963 about animals in their natural habitat. And that was called Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. The show was a huge success and won 4 Primetime Emmy Awards. And from its original air date into reruns, it ran for 25 straight years. It was also said to be the motivating precursor to popular cable channels such as the Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. And with the chemistry of Marlin Perkins narrating and Jim Fowler in the field, they brought the Wild Kingdom into our living rooms every week. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. In 1964, Rankin and Bass released what would become known as the king of holiday specials. It took them 18 long months to create Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which has aired every year since. And aside from the incredible, at the time, stop-motion puppet animation, the other powerful aspect of the show was the musical soundtrack. All the songs were written by Jewish composer Johnny Marks. But the songwriter's Christmas music genius didn't begin nor end with this special. Johnny originally wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in 1949. But a few years later, he brought the lovable reindeer into the world of rock and roll by writing Chuck Berry's Run, Rudolph, Run. Around that same time, he also wrote Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So with the likes of Gene Autry, Nat King Cole, Burl Ives, and others all lending their voices to his classic compositions, Johnny Marks has certainly earned his spot in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. In 1966, Batman, starring Adam West and Burt Ward, hit the airwaves. But did you know they put it in front of a test audience at first? And it came back with the lowest score ABC had ever seen? Holy Rotten Tomatoes, Batman! Well, as it turns out, the audience didn't see any of the campy comic book stylings that they later worked into the final production.
Right.
And ABC had way too much invested to back out.
Of course.
Well, as history shows, Batman became the biggest television phenomenon to hit the mid-60s.
I was wondering when you'd get around to that.
It aired on primetime twice a week, with the first episode usually ending in that familiar cliffhanger, "Tune in tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel." And have you ever noticed the enthusiasm of that narrator's voice? Well, that could be because it's the voice of the show's executive producer and creator, William Dozier. And at that point, I don't think those early Rotten Tomatoes bothered him much. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Yet another one of my TV star crushes. And I'm sure you won't be surprised when I say it was Barbara Eden. Her I Dream of Jeannie character mixed innocence, beauty, humor, a desire to please, and a certain appeal. And as a matter of fact, she infamously had the NBC censors struggling to tone down her allure. Well, they couldn't escape that skimpy harem outfit. Thank goodness. But they did go to great lengths to conceal her legs' visibility through her pants, as well as her navel. And on top of that, at the beginning of the run of the show, they had to hide that she was pregnant. Well, although she's best known for playing Jeannie, Barbara Eden has had an illustrious career in showbiz. She's starred or co-starred in 26 feature films, 24 made-for-TV movies, 41 TV shows, and numerous stage plays. Her wondrous career and positive effect that she had on a lot of us is as if someone let the genie out of the bottle. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. So imagine, if you will,
you're riding on a jet airliner en route from London to New York.
When suddenly your plane picks up speed to
3,000 knots.
The captain suggests,
Well, we just hit one lulu of a jet stream.
When in reality, the jet stream flows in the opposite direction. Sounds to me like you have entered
The Twilight Zone.
In episode number 54, The Odyssey of Flight 33, they travel through 3 different time zones. 1, the present.
Ask him for a radar fix and a ground speed check.
2, the Jurassic period. And 3, 22 years in the past. The actor John Anderson, who played the pilot in the episode, said he ran into Serling some years later. Rod said, "I saw that airplane picture the other night. God, I love that." And returning the praise, John said something I'm sure we can all agree to, which was, "Rod, they were all good." Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. You know, there's an actor with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame whose TV show ran for a full 17 years? And that, by the way, the actor has 4 legs? Yep, in 1954, Lassie made her television debut. CBS felt with the success of the prior movies and the premise of a boy and his dog that they couldn't fail. Well, reportedly, it had worked so well that audiences were completely unfazed by the recasting of the boy. The show began with the boy Jeff Miller being played by Tommy Rettig. And then in 1957, it switched over to the ever-popular Timmy Martin, played by John Provost. And had anybody noticed that Timmy's foster parents were switched out after the first season? Originally, the mother Ruth was played by Cloris Leachman. Leachman not being happy on the show, they recast her role to June Lockhart. But the one thing that was clear was that Lassie was a solid bet. And that sometimes a dog isn't just a man's best friend, but can also be that of a network as well.